We have tonight Greg in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. They got Scotty Barnes. He's out there with Nicholas Claxton. Marks is out there with King. And it's Flanders in at the 2. And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. Coles passes to Jokic to the inside. Denver passing it around. Clock at 6. Here's Coles. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's King. Here's Flanders. 17 points in his last outing. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Wood pass to Cole. There's the 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Marks. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
3-point real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here is Keith. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game. Jokic, and that one goes long. New Orleans has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. King inside. The kick out to Barnes. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Cole. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Jokic, no good.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
Well, Clark, we've all heard the stats on Nikola Jokic, but it doesn't tell the entire story, does it?
No, it doesn't tell the whole story, but it tells you a series of stories. I mean, Jokic is like the encyclopedia of basketball, Kevin. I mean, I just love watching him play. I mean, this guy does it his own way at his own pace, and his skill level is off the charts. His shot making is remarkable. His unorthodox way of doing what he does is a treat for all spectators of the game.
Here's Flanders. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. The Nuggets trail by 4. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Over in the corner, Claxton. King outside, on the wing, Barnes. Pass to King. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Nikola Jovic is checked in for Denver. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Fans, get up and start moving with your mascot. Let's dance!
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at the Thunder. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at where the Pelicans are, they're a great team in the 3rd spot. And when you're a top 3 team in this league, you've got a shot at the title, so they got to be happy with their position.
Here's Wood. His last outing, he had 8 points. To the middle. They need this one, and Jokic slams it in.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Now here's King. Defense right on him. Here's Flanders. Off target with his 3.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
Jovic passes to Jokic. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Cole. 12 points his last outing. 6 on the shot clock. To the left side wing. From deep, Jokic. Doesn't go that time. Good defense by Claxton.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
Oh, Claxton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Nick Claxton. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Now here's King. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 4-point game. Here's Jovic. And the rejection by Claxton. And Jokic gets it to go. New Orleans gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. King inside. Here's Blackman. Sinks the triple.
He just showed us why they need to respect his shot.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Cole. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Pelicans ball.
With the break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been dialed in defensively this month. Pelicans, number 1.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
New Orleans leading by 5. Ellis outside. Garnett the pass to Blackman. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here is Keefe following the score by New Orleans. Bounce pass Wood. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A three-pointer off the mark. New Orleans has gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. King with it. Pass to Garnett. We have the first leg of the NBA season break now behind us. The standings starting to come into shape.
Yeah, right now is when you can make sense of wins and losses. Who you play matters so much early on, but things have started here to balance out.
The first free throw is good. Christian Brown's checked in for Keith. The Nuggets trail by 9. Setting the 4 now for the Pelicans. King is out there with Keon Ellis. And there's Cartwright. Then there's Tamani Kamara. And it's Blackman in at the power forward. Now here's King. Pass to Kamara. Ellis outside. over Brown. And it's Denver with the rebound. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Yeah, and when you think about it, there was some really sloppy basketball being played by them, and they recognized that had they played a cleaner game, they could have gotten a win.
Now here's Austin. Keefe passes to Brown. Inside. Now here's Austin. Fires from deep. The rebound by Cartwright.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Back to King. Launches it. And the Pelicans miss again. The Nuggets trail by 7. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now Austin. He's got 6. Can't hit from the elbow. Ripped away. Pass to Brown. And here's Austin. Shoots over King. And again, Denver no good. To the wing on the left. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Right wing. Beyond the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. King's got 5 now.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now here's Austin. Right now averaging about 5 points a game.
They'd love to get more help from him offensively right now.
King, the pass to Ellis. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Here's Cartwright. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Denver making a switch here. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for him.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Here's Clemens. Nothing on the board. And he gets it to go.
Hit works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Kamare. King left side. Ball stolen. And Slim picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Clemens. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Back to Brown. Pass to Clemens. Misses the 3.
Well, I think that was clearly a 4. He was a little anxious. Too much in a hurry right there.
King against Jokic. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. Cartwright's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pelicans.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
And so here's Denver, following the score by New Orleans. Clemens, no good. Pass to King. Misses in close. Denver's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. 8 feet away. The Nuggets with another miss. New Orleans leading by 12. Here's Cartwright. Oh! And there's a nice one-handed slam.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life. It probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home. Something that's more important than basketball." Back to you.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. The Nuggets trail by 14. Jokic high post. To the right side. Pass to Keith. Shot clock at 5. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And shot on the way. Jovic, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Now Kamara. Swiped away. Here's Keith. Buries it down low.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Now here's Ellis. Still without a basket. King right side. Into the lane. And the New Orleans Pelicans with another turnover here. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
You look at Wood, sitting at the top of the heap. Looks like he'll be planning on an appearance at the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised with his athleticism. This guy has got the goods, no doubt about it. The hops are incredible, and we'll just have to see what sort of creativity he can apply.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Getting the ball into the paint for a close range look. That's a nice pass.
Pelicans leading by 9. Pass to Ellis. Cartwright with a screen on Wood. Throws it up high.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Nuggets have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Jokic high post. Pass to Wood. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Blackman. He has 5. That shot, no good. Good D by Wood. Keith passes to Cole. Jokic a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Fades away. And it's King with the rebound. King's got his 6th rebound on the night.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Nuggets, and so that's the end of the first half. Pelicans lead by 12. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome to halftime, folks. Before we talk about the game, let's check out who won Player of the Month in both the East and West. For the Western Conference, Slim.
I've been really impressed watching him. I mean, he's facilitating this offense, making plays for his teammates and for himself.
Yeah, he's been the best player on the floor most nights. Really has.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Pelicans.
Their efficiency on offense has been off the charts. Credit them for coming out and executing.
The players are happy. The coaches are happy. Let's see if that sticks in half number 2. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
We've got Wood. Jokic is out there with Keith. And it's Coles in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver. It's stolen. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Marks, no good. The Nuggets trail by 9. Pass to Wood. Here is Keith. Jokic a screen. Keith missing.
Well, that's another good rebound for him. Hasn't mattered at all that he's given up some inches to a few of the other guys on the floor.
Paxton a screen on Jokic. Here's King. Jokic grabs the miss. To the wing right side. Cole. That 3 off the mark.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Here's King, and he jams it with authority.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
6 to shoot. Floats one up. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Just 1 for 4 thus far. They have not found their rhythm this half.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
It's Jokic top of the key. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the rejection by Claxton.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And a miss there on the triple. Pelicans leading by 13. Marks passes to Flanders. The kick out to Barnes. Pass to Marks. To the paint. Jokic with the steal. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Jokic a screen. Off the mark, and the drought continues. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. King, the pass to Flanders. A beautiful reverse layup. Flanders has got 16 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Welcome, your Nuggets dynasty.
These players have been vacuums on the boards recently, leading the league in rebounding the past month. Take a look at Slim, one of the game's best, second in the league.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Pass to Cole. Here is Keefe from downtown. Good on the three-point shot. Keefe's got his second bucket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scorers. But is that accurate, or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
Here's Cole. 7 points in the game. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jokic. Ooh, the touch from Jokic.
Tonight it's been all Joker all the time. He's been pouring it on here.
Here's Garnett. Banked in off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 14.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Cole. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. New Orleans leading by 12. And here is King. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Friday, they'll be facing Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat. And then on Sunday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. Can't do much better than that, guys.
Pass to Keefe. A 3-ball. Doesn't go for him.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
There's Ellis with the 3-ball. The three-pointer is right on target. Ellis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Cole. He's got 7. To the middle. And it's King with the rebound. King's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Nuggets trail by 19. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
A moment here to check out the stats for Scotty Barnes. Averaging 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers. But as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Out to the wing. King outside. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Jovic is checked in. 3 from the inbound. Drains it from beyond the arc. 20 points for Slim.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter. Carrying the load for sure.
Over to the wing. Wood with it. Picked up by Ellis. Count it.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Pelicans leading by 17. Barnes outside. Garnett outside. 4 on the clock. It's rebounded by Jovic.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
Pass to Cole. Out to the right wing. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. For 3. Rebounded by Ellis. New Orleans gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
First in opponent points per game, and they're number 2 in assists. This is being aggressive while still being disciplined in terms of moving the basketball.
And holding opponents to the fewest points per game has to be the stat they're most proud of. You know, that's a great reward for all the hard work they put in on defense. A big group substitution here for New Orleans.
Boy, is he really getting after it here in the second half, just drawing a ton of fouls.
And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Pelicans leading by... So the Pelican 5 right now. They've got King. Garnett is out there with Tamani Kamara. And it's Peterson at the 5.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Austin, the pass to Keith. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become fairly significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
King outside, clock at 6. It's picked off. To the inside. Here's Filipowski. Pelicans with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Keith with a screen on Garnett. The Nuggets with another miss.
and close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
King, the pass to Marks. Offline from the top of the key.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Now here's Austin. He's guarded closely. Keith missing. Pelicans leading by 23. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. King outside. Pass to Marks. There's the triple. Filipowski grabs the board.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
And yes, it's good.
You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
King outside. Here's Kamare. Here's Marks. No good on the triple. Filipowski passes to Brown. Pass to Keith. Here's Jovic. Lets it go with the 3. Pelicans pull it in. King's got 11 rebounds in the game.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Marks drills it from outside. Marks has got 19 points.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Now here's Austin. He's guarded closely. Down low. Shoots over King. And the basket by Austin.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
King outside. Pass to Marks from outside the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets. Keith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now Austin, the 3. Second shot opportunity. Keith missing. Pelicans leading by 22. Now here's King. Shoots the 3. Marks, no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Brown, the pass to Jovic. And Clark, one idea that Commissioner Silver mentioned, shortening NBA games to 40 minutes as opposed to the current 48 minutes. What are your thoughts there?
You know, Kevin, I don't know if shortening the game would be an answer. I certainly would love to see the season shortened, to take maybe 12 to 14 games off the regular season. I think would go a long way to enhancing the season-long quality of play.
Here's Marks. Another shot. Keith grabs the miss. Keith's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Pelicans leading by 22. To the middle, here's Peters. It's rebounded by Jovic. Jovic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
It seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
And now we'll take a moment for our presentation of our player of the game, Slim.
Well, his ability to penetrate in this one has really been something special, making the defense really look helpless as he was able to get inside time and time again. Not that it's easy to stop a guy with his ball skill and agility, but boy, did he make it look easy.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And that one's good, Bessie.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for him at that end of the floor.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic showing you the benefits of that work in the weight room, muscling right through the defender.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pelicans.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
Here's King. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so Wood will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Cole. And here's Jokic. Bassi defending. Jokic high post. Coles can't hit. Pelicans leading by 20. Here's Blackman, guarded by Keefe. Here's Flanders. Pass to Bassi. And that one is good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
The Nuggets shooting for the game at 42%. Here's Cole. Now, here's Jokic. Bassi defending. And he gets the bucket. Jokic has got 22.
Really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
Pass to Flanders. Kick out to King. Here's Flanders. Trains the three-pointer. He's got 21.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. The Pelicans making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. Wood, high post. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Mark, one suggestion I've heard for All-Star Weekend, a one-on-one competition.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Anything that would perhaps enhance the competitiveness of All-Star Weekend, I think would be helpful.
King, the pass to Blackman. Here's Flanders. Barnes outside, fires the three, and again, New Orleans with the triple.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Jokic against Claxton.
2 minutes remaining in the
Shot clock at 6. Claxton against Jokic. And again, Denver no good.
Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Pass to Flanders. Here's Blackman for the three. Buries it from three-point range.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Pelicans foul. Flanders. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Jokic.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And making the right plays when necessary, closing out this club for the second time this season. This victory gives them a 2-0 lead with 2 left against the Nuggets.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Slim.
He was the X factor for sure. He shored up so many areas for him, walking away with the triple-double.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Slim.